Welcome, dear listener, and thanks for joining us.
I'm Yanto.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is the podcast all about the weird and wonderful world of the dark comedy anthology series, Inside Number 9.
On each episode, we'll be diving into another one of Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith's twisted tales, putting it under a lens and examining it to within an inch of its life.
So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and join us for The Ninth Degree.
Greetings.
Hello, welcome back.
I thought I'd mix it up a bit. Keep you on your toes.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Have you been up to much?
No, not really. Odd jobs in the garden over the weekend. That was about as exciting as it gets. Although, looking forward to Manchester Pride this weekend, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, go and have one too many drinks.
Should we reveal our hidden title from last week?
Yeah, what did we have last week? Oh, it was one of yours.
It was the stakeout. If you do agree to split it equally and say, like, you know, you and 3 other people are all having salads and then they bring the steak out for your 4th friend, you know, he's got some expensive sirloin or something.
Well done.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I was very pleased to get that one in.
That queued up for a few weeks.
Yeah. So listen out for one this week.
Indeed, as we talk about quite a famous episode, the Riddle of the Sphinx.
Indeed.
So, for those that are unaware, but go and watch it if you haven't, because it's very, very good. According to Inside Number 9's wiki, Nina thinks Professor Squires has all the answers when, actually, neither has a clue about what the future holds. With deadly intent, they commence a battle of wits to solve the puzzle and reveal the guardian of their fate. Okay. So what do you think to this one?
It's a classic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a classic, Inside Number 9.
Yeah, definitely. It's in the top 5, easy.
Yes.
For me. One of the all-time greats.
Yeah. It's a very, obviously a very wordy one, very cerebral one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is quite fun, I think.
Yeah. And very twist-heavy.
Oh, God, it's really twist-heavy. I mean...
Stacked upon each other.
We'll go into great detail, I'm sure, but just those last sort of 5-10 minutes, like, you have to be paying attention so hard. Otherwise, you miss things. Yeah,
if you get distracted and you miss a line of dialogue, it suddenly stops making any sense at all.
Yeah.
Which is a risk on their part, but equally, I was listening to the commentary before this that they did on the Inside Number 9, and Reece is like, if you spell it out too much, then it loses all credibility, and I'm just there chopping up and cooking a woman's bum, like he says. And you start to question things too much.
As you do, yeah.
Yeah.
So the big thing to talk about, really, like the whole basis of this episode is the cryptic crossword. So I've always enjoyed crosswords, like the vanilla type, as he calls them.
The Vanessa Feltz in the corner ones.
Well, no, they're fun, like if you're just like on a beach or something. But
what has lots of pages in it and is 4 letters long? Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I remember, like, as a child, like, my nana would be doing crosswords in the paper and I would help her with them, and that was always fun.
Yeah.
And then once I remember her doing a cryptic one and me asking about it, and she was just like, oh, it's a bit complicated, you know, you wouldn't understand it, sort of thing. And so I always had in my head that cryptic crosswords are just something I wouldn't get. So I've never really tried.
Yeah. My granddad we did pretty much the same. He did the simple one. But it was. I think it was the Daily Mail, because that generation. And it would have one crossword, but it would have 2 sets of answers. 2 sets of questions, sorry.
Oh, yes.
With one being the simple ones and one being the cryptics. And even when you knew the answers, I still couldn't ever understand how you meant to get that answer from the cryptic one.
Yeah.
It just never made any sense to me at all.
Yeah, that was until I watched this episode for the first time.
Same.
And then which I think Steve Pemberton would be particularly pleased about, it led me to really actually get into it.
Oh, good.
You know, I enjoyed the explanations you hear in the episode. And then I also found on TikTok, I was watching the videos, I think they're called Minute Cryptic.
Okay.
And it's this guy with a very lazy Australian accent who just goes through all these clues. He's like, today's cryptic crossword clue is, and then talks through it and explains it. And so that was really helpful for learning it. And I got an app to just practice them as well. So I kind of love them now. I'm still a newbie, but... Well,
I get the impression there's a lot to learn. Like, we might have seen some examples of things, but there's a bajillion different well, this word means you do this, and this word means you do that. And
to an extent, but I think there's a lot of freedom within it because, like he says in the episode, any word that suggests like movement or mixing up or anything, like there's a million different ways you could phrase that, but anything that suggests that is to usually an anagram.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I'm still not good at them, but I can at least have a vague stab, and I can look at one and get 4 or 5. I'm getting nowhere near the full board, but I actually have a vague way in.
Well, speaking of which, I don't know if any of our listeners are interested or like cryptic crosswords, but I've prepared something. Well, I've prepared 2 things, actually.
Oh, I knew there was one thing. I didn't know about the second thing.
Yeah, I know. It's a surprise. It's keeping you on your toes, like I said.
Oh.
One thing will be on our social media, which is I've compiled a special 9th degree cryptic crossword.
Woo!
Based on Inside Number 9, all the episodes we've covered so far, pretty much. So if you'd like to have a go at that, have a look on our social media or our link tree. Hopefully that'll be fun.
It's really good. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Done a really good job. I don't want to sound condescending. It was really, really good.
No. I appreciate it because you ran it past your friend who very kindly looked over it.
Shout out Dr. Dan.
Yeah, thank you, Dan, who is clearly a very clever man and, as you said, watches Inside Number 9 and knows all about cryptic crosswords. So it's the perfect person to sort of be a beta tester.
Yeah.
So that was really helpful. And it's now available. So have a go at that and let us know how you get on.
Good luck, people.
But the other thing I thought might be fun for this podcast episode is just before we recorded, I wrote another clue.
Oh, am I going to get embarrassed live?
Yep. I've written a clue. I'm going to tell you and listeners what it is now, and then at the end of the episode, you can make your guess.
Right.
And I'll reveal it.
Right, write this down.
Okay.
The
clue is: director of photography initially confused by actor's vocal production. And it's 7 letters. I'll read that again. Director of photography initially confused by actor's vocal production. And I will put that in the show notes as well in case it helps listeners to see it written down. You might be screaming it at your phone straight away. Or you might think, what a load of old shit. But either way, there it is. You can have a think about that.
Bad at anagrams. I think I've got the letters. Oh, no, I don't. I don't have enough letters.
Okay.
I was really proud of myself, and I've not got enough letters.
It's all a bit of fun.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
We will come back to that. We shall revisit. But yes, so this episode, set in Cambridge University.
Yes. Sorry, that was too excitable. I just had another thought. I'm just going to randomly get distracted by this. Sorry, yes, so we're set in Cambridge. We're back in that house again from Seance Time and Harrowing.
Yeah, they love that house.
Why book a new place when you know you've got one creepy old place already?
Exactly. But it actually looks quite different in this one.
Oh, massively.
You know, the way they've dressed it to look like the study and everything.
Yeah, apparently it's just a completely empty house, by all accounts, from the podcast, that they just dress however they want. And I want to live in that room. That looks lovely.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it?
I'd quite happily have that house. Well, that room in there.
Yes, especially with the storm and the rain lashing down outside the windows. It's really cosy, isn't it?
Yeah, really cosy. And all the bookcases and stuff. And there's just so much tat littering it everywhere.
Yeah.
Which does make spotting the hair next to impossible.
Yes.
We'll come back to that later.
Come back to that, yes. But yes, also very small cast in this episode.
Yeah, I was thinking this.
Is it the smallest cast?
I was wondering that. I couldn't think if there are any that are just 2. Just the 2 of them.
What about that one with the therapist? Is that just 2 people?
No, it's got the comes in at the end, doesn't he?
Oh, right, okay. I can't remember.
I think it might be.
Well, we'll keep a watch on that, see if there's any smaller than that.
Yeah.
But so our guest star this week is Alexandra Roach.
Yeah. I love her.
Oh, she's amazing, yeah.
Cast to a T here.
Yes. She's so good. She's very, very funny.
Mm-hmm. But then can switch it.
Exactly.
So well.
I love her accent. It's so beautiful to listen to, isn't it?
It's very soothing.
Yeah. So we are led to believe initially that she's playing a character called Nina.
Nina Nuna.
Nina.
Just like she's come in there with a fake first name, but has not thought this far enough through.
Yes. Oh, I've just had a funny thought as well. The fact that obviously what happens towards the end, and that really she needs an ambulance.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Nina.
Yeah.
I'd not thought of that, but yes.
Yeah.
And obviously well, I say obviously, within the crossword community,
Yep.
a Nina is a thing.
Yeah, I remember knowing that as a thing, but I didn't know... Is it mentioned in the episode, or did I miss it? I don't think they reference it, do they?
No, it's a bit of an Easter egg, I think.
Right.
But yes, a Nina is a hidden message in the answers of a crossword, which they several do come up in the episode, but I don't think they use the name Nina.
No. Do you know where that comes from? I was Googling earlier.
I did read it, but it's slipped my mind now, so enlighten us.
It's a famous crossword writer's daughter's name.
Oh, yes.
That he liked to slip in.
That was it.
Which is quite sweet.
Yes. Again, very apt, considering the twists. Yeah, that was a very, very, very layered one, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I mean, so all we've done so far is talk about the main character's name, and there's so much to discuss.
She's not even said a word yet.
No. She's got a very funny entrance there where she's, sneaking in. Mm-hmm. Breaking in, but then she says technically not breaking in.
Yeah.
Because her boyfriend Simon said that all professors keep a spare key above their glory hole, as she says.
I've never heard it referred to as that before.
I'm assuming she means a pigeonhole or a cubby hole.
Yeah, he never calls her out on it. Is that a term that they're known as?
I think. Well, she has a lot of malapropisms, doesn't she?
I'm assuming it's that.
It's
yeah.
one of those. However, I think I've heard some older people use the term in quite an innocent meaning. Like say they've got a little cupboard where they keep all their like special things.
True. Yeah.
They'll say like, "Oh, this is my glory hole."
Well, Grandma.
Oh, your grandpa loves this glory hole.
Oh dear.
But yes, so she's being really like sneaky and all that, and then immediately as soon as he comes in and finds her, the way she's like, "Oh Jesus Christ, just scared the living crap out of me." And I love how obviously he's got this gun, and she, despite the fact that she's the intruder and she doesn't have a gun, she somehow maintains the status and the power by like just being like, "Oh, I just need to sit down," and like not really caring about the gun.
Yeah.
Like, it's really interesting.
Yeah, when you factor in the fact that she's meant to be, at this point, Nina, the ditzy one, maybe she doesn't take the gun as seriously as she should do.
No. A nice, obviously, allusion to Chekhov's gun that we've brought up before on this podcast.
They do love Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, but it's especially nice how he says it's a prop from a student production of The Seagull by Chekhov.
They never actually specifically say Chekhov's gun in the episode, do they?
They don't use the phrase Chekhov's gun, but then, they call him Anton at the end.
Yeah.
But I just like the way the camera, when he puts it in the drawer and the camera just follows it, it's like obviously really important.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still lingering there in your mind.
Yeah. She gets a lot of great lines in this. One of your first lines in the whole show is, "It's wetter than a nun's cucumber out there."
Oh, yeah.
You're in for a good time. As was the nun.
Well, yeah.
For such a dark episode, it does have a lot of good jokes in it.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Especially from her.
Yes. Yeah, it's a really good characterisation. Obviously, it goes somewhere really dark, but the opening bit, she's very light, like light relief in the situation.
Yeah.
So Steve is playing Professor Nigel Squires.
Professor Squires, yes.
Who is known as the Sphinx.
It's interesting that they use pseudonyms in crosswordy stuff.
Yeah.
Because I heard an interview on the news recently, because I think, was it The Telegraph had their anniversary?
Right.
Of like 100 years of the Telegraph crossword or something. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about that and how it's like the only bit of the newspaper now that's truly anonymous. And like everything else is, it's a big name who's written what. And
interesting.
Which I thought was quite interesting. Yeah. I wonder why they did start doing it. I don't know the background or the history.
No. I just assumed it was just to be a bit mystical and mysterious. But... And obviously, the fact that he's called the Sphinx is significant with its link to mythology as we go through the episode.
Yeah. So the premise is that she's there to look clever in front of her boyfriend.
Yes.
Which I love how, I guess obviously because they both know that isn't really the case, I guess. But the fact at this point, as far as the audience knows, that Squires just goes along with this. And it's like, yeah, okay, so you broke into a professor's room to just look a bit clever on a crossword.
Yeah. But the way the character is presented at the beginning, I can buy it. I believe it.
True, yeah. And then he starts deciding that he'll teach her. in
Yes.
sort of a bit of a My Fair Lady situation.
Oh, very much so. I love that. That they even shout out Pygmalion as a reference. And I felt like his dressing gown was very, it almost looks like a smoking jacket like Professor Higgins would be wearing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Higgins refers to Eliza as a wild creature or something of some sort. And then that's obviously in the clue. I teach wild creature.
Yeah. The fact that he could throw together I suppose he's come up with it in advance actually when you consider the twist, but ostensibly he's just come up with that clue on the fly.
Yeah, impressive. Even though, as he says, he then admits it's actually not a very good clue because it doesn't quite work.
I always find it slightly disappointing the fact that they've only he's teaching architecture and they've only just referenced that the other guy does architecture as immediately beforehand. Like it could have been two different subjects.
Well, I wrote a note about this because it confused me. Because so later on he says to her, I teach Catullus, dear. I'm hardly a prude.
Well, yeah, I wondered that.
So at first when I heard that, I thought he taught architecture. But then I'm like, oh, was that just for the clue? Because he also mentions Pugh and Fairbrother teaching architecture, but although those are made up anyway, it's all lies upon lies upon lies. But the fact that he teaches like classical poetry, I don't think he'd teach that and architecture. So
no, I don't imagine there's a huge Venn diagram overlap.
I think the architecture thing was just to demonstrate the cryptic clues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was confused by that. My first watch, I thought he was saying he taught architecture.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But I love the whole thing with the blackboard aesthetic. It's very satisfying.
Yeah. And they actually play it out in real time.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nice. I know we get some bits where they just rattle through them, but I like that a lot of them, you do get the full how it's worked out.
I just like the energy of like the strokes of the chalk and the sound of it. It's just very immersive.
Oh, it is, yeah. Especially with the lightning as well.
Yeah.
And the rain and everything. It's a nice cozy situation, which considering what comes up later,
yes,
is quite clashing. But the lightning's a paid actor in this episode. It might be a cast of 3, but it's a cast of 4.
Yes.
It's on point with every bit it needs to be.
Yes.
To the point where she's looking around annoyed at it at points.
Yeah.
Like, how's he doing this?
Yeah. Apparently that was the director's idea. It wasn't in the script. So
it does add a lot.
Big up Guillermo Morales.
I think he's directed quite a lot of them, hasn't he?
Yeah, I would probably the majority.
I think, yeah. I've just got loads of just random lines from
Same, yeah.
From Nina. I've just got in my notes, wankered, exclamation mark.
Oh, yeah.
And a cock, question mark.
Yeah, the way she delivers them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a great explanation of how crosswords work. Like, to someone like me that never understood it, and like you said yourself as well, have gone on then to actually try them and become good at them. It is succeeding in what it tries to do.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that was what Steve set out to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So didn't he write this one pretty much on his own?
I think so.
Because he's the one who's big into crosswords.
Yeah, at least the first draft, I imagine. Then Reese maybe came along and helped a bit, but I think the first draft was entirely Steve.
And I think he had a bit of an ambition as to like, is there a way you can set an episode entirely around the solving of a crossword?
Yeah, which to most people would seem quite dry and boring.
Yeah. We've just come from the episode, about who's paying the bill for half an hour. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything that's off limits.
Yeah, well, that is what's so great about this show, that they can take something that would be normally quite restrictive and you would think you would struggle to fill 5 minutes, let alone half an hour. Like, I'm sure this one is one of the longest, and they had to cut it down significantly because they were running so over.
Yeah.
Because they do pack a hell of a lot in. But yeah, it does a great job of teaching you, but also not being condescending. And it's quite an easy way in. Yeah. Which is nice, because often these sorts of things can be a little bit elitist and look down on you if you don't, look at you, you don't understand, kind of thing. Yes, exactly, yeah. Which is really nice that they do sort of let you in a bit like that on this one. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the character of Nigel Squires is a very self-grandiose man, and he does look down on people like Nina. Yeah. But the joy that he has in the wordplay and everything is quite infectious. Yeah. And it comes across how much he loves it. Yeah. I liked the joke about homophone. Is that an app for gays like Grindr? It works. We'll take that. So I was listening to the thing where he was talking about how he set the crossword and how he had to work from certain of the Ninas first and the long words and then fill back from it. Mm-hmm. And how it left him with random words that he had no other option on to get in. And apparently he got a lot of complaints from the Guardian readers. Like, who the hell has written this? Like, how am I meant to know that this random city in India exists or whatever it is?
Oh, yeah.
Just because that was the only letters he had left to play with.
Yes. As he says, every word is chosen for its letters.
Exactly. And sometimes words are chosen because that's all the letters he had.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't know if we actually mentioned, but that he actually got this crossword published in The Guardian on the day of broadcast.
Oh, have we not? Sorry.
Yeah, which is, again, incredibly cool. The idea being that people might solve it in the morning, not knowing, and then watch the episode and be like, oh, it's that crossword I did this morning. Like,
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. Not to have... Like, it's one thing to have read that it was an Inside Number 9 crossword and do it. It's another thing to have no idea.
Yeah.
And then find out. It would be so much fun. And see if you could spot it. Like, do you watch Taskmaster at all?
I don't. No.
So there's a series that Steve was in, and he was great in it. Reese is in the next coming up series. And they have a prize task where they have to bring in certain things that fit a theme. And he did another cryptic and published it in the newspaper weeks beforehand, before the episode aired.
Oh, yes.
With a Nina of, give Steve 5 points for this challenge.
Yeah.
Hidden in it. And he said that he liked to think that some very, very clever people would have worked out that he was going to be cast in Taskmaster before it had been officially announced.
Yeah, very clever.
Yeah.
So back to the plot. We get this moment where all of a sudden, so they refer to him potentially cheating at one of the clues.
Yeah.
And he gets very flustered and says, I never cheat. And he starts coughing and has to sit down.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Nina stops playing dumb and reveals that actually she's very bright, very quick. She knows all about the clues. She knows the Greek alphabet. She knows this and that. And from that moment on, it becomes very plot heavy, lots of revelations, lots of...
It barely goes 5 minutes without something switching everything up on its end.
Exactly, yeah.
And one of my favourite lines of hers at that point being, and what's the poipoise of that, you might ask? Just for no real reason, but that she wanted to say porpoise instead of purpose.
I think I missed that. I don't
Did you?
That.
Oh, it's a great line. Because she's talking about the pufferfish.
Oh, yes.
And she's like, but what's the porpoise of that, you may ask?
Oh, I don't know how I missed that.
Oh, I love that line. You have to go rewatch and enjoy.
Yes. But so this character, Simon, who she's been saying was her boyfriend, was actually her brother.
Yes.
And he apparently once beat the professor in a competition.
Yeah. I didn't know there were competitions.
Well, apparently, yeah. Competitive crosswording. So Nigel challenged him and it was upheld because old boys club and all that.
Yeah.
And that apparently led to Simon killing himself.
Yeah.
Quite extreme.
All because Professor Squires has gone to these judges, as if there's judges in these, I guess, and says that it's a U, not a V in this word, and Simon says it's a U.
Yeah.
That's... and then he kills it, like... I mean, I know people react extreme ways, but...
Yes.
Over a crossword?
Well...
This is the only bit in the episode that kind of takes me out of it slightly. I know it was required for the plot to work, but...
Yeah, it is quite extreme, isn't it?
I know there's a whole family drama that's gone on that's preceded it, I suppose.
Yes, but, I mean, presumably Simon wasn't aware of that.
Oh, no, he wasn't. No, didn't he say that he'd gotten into cryptics to try and impress his mum's new boyfriend?
Oh, yes. Well, he's aware of part of the drama, but not the full drama then.
Yeah.
But who his real father is, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all getting a bit...
I'm losing track already, and we're not even at the complicated bit.
I know, it's crazy. When I was making notes, I had to pause it every 5 seconds and just make another note. But yeah, so that's that. And then we get another shocking, twisting moment when Nigel very smugly stops pretending to be poisoned.
Yeah.
And I just love how he sits up and he's like, I'm afraid that's incorrect, Miss Lunar. Pictures can be hung, people are hanged.
The like, yes, it's a funny joke and everything, but it's talking about her brother committing suicide.
Yeah, the way at the end he just goes, for which, of course, you have my deepest sympathy. But obviously... obviously she doesn't, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, like, the layers and layers of deception. And, like, I deduced what you would deduce and blah, blah, blah. It's very Stephen Moffat, very Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah.
Sherlock and Moriarty sort of thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Everyone's lying to everyone.
Yes. And it's like, but I knew you would swap the cups, so I swapped the cups and, yeah, whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's now collapsing.
Yes.
And it gets all a little bit rapey.
Oh, God, it's so bad.
It is awful.
I mean, it's bad enough regardless, but then when you then find out that she's actually his daughter, it's even worse, if that's possible.
Yeah. And it's not even subtly rapey. It's
No, it's really bad. And the way he plays it is so creepy and believable.
Like, it's fine.
Yes.
And, like, yeah.
And he's such a sort of, you know, like, obviously the kind of character he's playing is quite very English, very fuddy-duddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he suddenly gets a bit like, I always found it quite sexy. And he gets it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It is.
Ugh.
It's very uncomfortable at points.
Poor Nina.
Poor Nina.
Poor Charlotte, as we discover her real name is.
Charlotte Nuna. It was on her mother's side.
Yeah.
Long line of Nunas.
If we did episode titles on this podcast, that would be it. All I can picture is the Nunu from the Teletubbies that cleans their house.
Oh, the TikTok just makes itself, doesn't it? Yes, then Squires goes back to Professor Mode and starts solving some more puzzles while in theory there's a girl dying next to him.
Yes.
So that's nice.
It's like everyone in this episode is a bit psychopathic.
Everyone's awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one is particularly redeeming.
No, not at all.
The only person really with the moral high ground is the worst person, all of them, is Reese coming up. Like, he's the one that in theory is the one that's been screwed over by everything.
Yeah.
No, it's not good. No one's getting out of this in a good light.
No. But yes, so Reese is playing Dr. Tyler.
Dr. Tyler, who pops up about now.
Yes.
I just keep seeing Nunu. Anyway.
Gosh, it gets so confusing, doesn't it? Because I don't even know what to prioritise in terms of how to talk about it. Because so he is a friend / colleague of Nigel's.
Yeah.
And apparently he's tipped him off about this girl coming to try and kill him.
Yes.
Which is why he has set this crossword with all these clues in it that actually are related to what's going on.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I think to do when I get told that I'm about to be murdered. Yeah. Is write a crossword clue about the ensuing night.
Yes. Yeah, why does he do that? Is it just to show off?
Because he's an arse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think most of this episode can be explained by they're an arse.
Yes.
If you don't understand it.
Well, yes.
Yeah, so he's told Squires, and Squires thinks that he's going to be waiting outside with the antidote.
Yeah.
So he's like, he doesn't really care, he's just going along with it because he believes that Charlotte will be fine.
So what is his actual plan? His plan is to stop her from killing him and have a bit of a show-off session about the clues.
Yep.
And how much better he is than her.
Yep.
And that he's beaten her by making her take the poison.
Yeah.
And then save her so she can go off and whatever.
Yeah.
Or call the police or something.
I guess she won't call the police because she's the one that brought poison to the room, so...
Yeah, but I was going to say he could call the police, but then he's made her drink it as well, so that's probably not...
They're each as culpable as the other, so that'll be fine.
Yeah.
I guess is his theory. Not knowing that tetrodotoxin doesn't have an antidote. Which if he'd not spent all afternoon writing crossword clues,
He could have
he
researched.
might have looked up. But, you know,
Yes.
this man needs another hobby.
Yes.
It is terrifying, though, watching her, knowing that she can hear everything and knows exactly what's going on but can't do anything about it.
Yeah, it's so terrifying, yeah.
Just staring off into space.
Yeah, and those point of view shots from her where it's all blurry.
Yeah.
Really scary.
Yeah. And when you get it's just that single tear towards the end when she works out what's going on.
Yeah.
And she goes through it, does Alexandra Roach.
Yes.
At least she only has to learn lines for the first half, so that was nice.
And then get part of your arse sliced off.
Well, yeah.
Well, apparently she had a bottom double, but...
Yeah. We say that this was a small cast of 3. It's a cast of 5, because apparently she had 3 different people playing Nina.
Well, yes. Yeah.
Just for the bit out in the rain at the start.
Yeah.
She had someone entirely different.
Yeah, it's in her contract she doesn't get wet. So...
Yeah.
But yes, oh my god, there's some creepy lines like Dr. Tyler saying, "I want you to eat her." And when he turns around and says, "Do you prefer leg or breast?" It's kind of, ugh.
It's grim, but it's funny.
It's exactly. This is so Inside Number 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, who started watching this episode about cryptic crosswords and thought by the end of it there would be cannibalism involved?
Yeah. You'd think this is quite a safe episode to show people.
Yes.
We'll sit down with Grandma and watch an episode about crosswords.
It's very weird. And just the way when he puts it in the pan and it starts sizzling. It's very... and that line about, "I haven't seasoned it. I didn't want to take away from the natural flavour."
I know it's kind of crispy and...
Yeah.
And you can hear it crunch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So, talk me through this then,
Okay.
if you can.
I probably can't.
Why does Jacob Tyler want him to eat her or part of her? I know there's a whole thing with the Sphinx and all that. But is this his way of punishing him?
Yeah. It's how I took it, because obviously it's going to get revealed in a moment, spoilers, that she's his daughter. And I guess it's just... He wants to do this before he knows, and then he'll have the horrible realisation.
That I've just eaten part of my daughter, yeah.
Yeah. Not only is she dying, like, he's made me eat her.
I mean, obviously, that it's all tied in with the Greek tragedy.
Yes.
With the Sphinx and with Oedipus and stuff like that. The whole thing is very like a Greek tragedy when all those revelations come out at the end and it's all the incest of when he was trying to grope her and... Yeah, it's very, very along those lines.
Yeah, and I guess the eating her bit, it's probably also him rubbing Squires' face in, "Well, you think you're amazing, so you did beat her. You win. You know, that's what you do now, is you eat her."
Yeah.
Yeah, and using his own arrogance. Yeah, using his own arrogance against him kind of thing. And, like...
Yeah.
It's probably one of the darkest things that I'd say Inside Number 9 does. Off the top of my head. Oh, I don't know, there's some pretty horrible bits.
Well, yeah.
But it's probably the most on-screen horrible. Like, there's later on in Tavern to Hold, is it? Is quite awful. And Last Weekend. But
yes, that does ring a bell.
I think it's also the fact that it's gone from such a funny little My Fair Lady teach this girl how to do a crossword.
Yes.
Just makes it all the more harrowing. But yeah, then we get, as we've already sort of alluded, the next twist is, yay, she's your daughter.
Yeah. So one other thing I don't understand, although I think I sort of do, but I still have to question it. So Squires says to him, "You'd sacrifice your only daughter just to get at me." Because it turns out they're not Jacob's children, they're Nigel's.
Yeah.
But just because he's found out that she's not biologically his daughter, he still raised her and loved her for all this time. Why is that? Why has he suddenly now decided, oh, it's all right if she dies?
Yeah.
But the answer is, I guess, because he's a psychopath and he's unhinged.
Yeah, I guess.
But
yeah.
Because apparently they him and the daughter hatched the plan together.
Yeah.
Although it wasn't meant to end in her dying necessarily.
No. Well, presumably her plan was right, just the cups bit, and that was it. Like, as far as she knew, it ended there.
Oh, you think? Yeah, that would make sense. So Jacob's actually double-crossed her in a way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because she didn't know that he tipped him off.
Yeah, I can understand Squires suddenly, finding out he's got a daughter and that she's dying, and that being very overwhelming and emotional, and how do I deal with that? I can understand that, but I can't really understand Jacob's just something like, oh, well, she's not my daughter. I don't care about her anymore.
Yeah, it is a bit of a stretch.
He must be thoroughly unhinged.
Oh, massively. And the fact that they're sort of still friends, yet he stole his wife. I don't imagine that most people would stay friends with them afterwards.
No.
And then found out the kids aren't his and still pretended to be friends, and it's a long, long game. It's not like, this happened when they were 35 and and this kicked in when they were 40.
No.
This has been going for years.
About 30 years, yeah.
Yeah, judging by the age of Nina, 20, 30 years.
Well, no, he specifically says they fell in love 30 years ago and had twins.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So has he just been sitting on this?
Apparently.
Just going slowly more unhinged?
Yeah. Well, he's only just found out recently, or when Simon died.
Yeah.
They're not his children, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's just mind-blowing, isn't it, this whole thing?
Yeah, and poor Nina, Charlotte, she's just getting betrayed by everyone. And can't defend herself or anything. She thinks her dad's betrayed her, then she finds out he's not even her dad, and then she finds out her real dad's poisoned her and just eaten her.
And tried to grope her.
And that this guy that, as you said, is pretty much her dad, has now just abandoned her.
Yeah.
To die.
Can't understand it, really.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to put on her.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
I know, that's the thing. She did, as he says, that's what she wanted to do to me. She did go there with murderous intent. But...
And his intent was to save her.
Yes.
Because he thought there was an antidote.
But yet somehow I feel like you watch the episode and you feel the most sympathy for her.
Because she's just a pawn in everyone's games here. Because like they said about the old boys club wrecked her brother's life. And it's effectively these two old boys that are wrecking hers now.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah, it gets very, very dramatic.
Yeah. Not so many jokes towards the end.
No. And so Jacob gives Nigel a bullet. And he, explains Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
You know what Anton said? Never show a gun in Act 1 if you're not going to fire it by Act 5. And I find that a very meta, almost like fourth wall breaking line, because he wasn't there, obviously, when the gun was shown earlier. So it's quite... It's quite cheeky.
It is.
But it works very well.
Yeah. It is a great line.
Yeah.
And the fact that I like that he doesn't call it Chekhov's gun as well. He does say Anton.
Oh, yeah.
He gives the audience a bit of credit.
Yes. But also, it's a bit presumptuous and it's a bit like, oh, I am on first name terms with him.
True that as well.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a bit like, yeah.
And then walks out to just on his merry way to do whatever.
Oh my God, yeah. What is he going to do?
I don't know.
Perhaps he's got another bullet for himself.
I don't see him doing. I see him he's got an alibi already and he just got back home and wait to hear the news reports in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, he's lost both his children now thanks to this drama.
Yeah. His wife and quote-unquote friend.
Yeah.
All because of a crossword.
And there were no crosswords exchanged between them, that's the thing.
I was just trying to think of something like that.
There's also that funny little moment there where he says, oh, your middle name is Hector, isn't it? And then you see that there's one final Nina on the board. R.I.P. NHS.
Yeah.
Which are his initials.
Yeah.
Which apparently was accidental.
Yeah.
And then they just thought, we better squeeze that in.
Yeah.
But it's also, it looks a bit like they're trying to make some sort of political statement.
Yeah, I always thought that. Of all the 3-letter abbreviations, it's a very famous one.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can't not hear NHS and think of the NHS.
Exactly.
Which is unfortunate, but considering how much planning goes into the crossword, you can't exactly change it that easily.
No.
Because each word has a knock on other words. And in that area of the board, you needed the other Nina-y words that were crossing over. And so, it wouldn't be a nightmare to change. They could have easily changed his name.
Yeah.
Given him a different first name. I think they'd barely say his first name. But yeah. And according to the commentary that I was listening to earlier, the hair, Nina, wasn't intentional, which I find wild if it wasn't. At least Reese seemed to think it wasn't, and Steve never corrected him.
Okay. I thought it was the RIP NHS that wasn't intentional.
Well, no, they said both.
Okay. Because there's we talk about where the hair is. There's two really, aren't there?
Did you spot the hair?
No, I never did.
Me neither. I did. I failed miserably in this one.
Somewhere among all the clutter.
Yeah, it's in the fireplace.
Okay.
On a table. But then you have the second hair.
Yes.
In Latin, in a Nina.
Yes.
Down the centre of the board.
Yes.
One lepus.
Yes.
Being the Latin for hair, which is great. But apparently you can't see it on the.
You can't
it's never
see
actually filled in.
Yeah, so it's only you can only see it if you actually bought the Guardian on that day.
Yeah.
And did the crossword. But I just think that's wonderfully obscure and like amazing.
It is, yeah.
It's almost better that you can't see it in the actual episode.
It is. It's add another layer of hiddenness. I don't believe that it wasn't intentional. I think it's
I don't believe
just
that.
misunderstanding.
I think he must have been confusing that with something else. Because
it's a hell of a coincidence.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then poor old Squires goes and shoots himself.
Yeah.
In a way, poor old Squires. Like he was played as much as any of them really by Tyler.
Yeah.
And the hair. Why did there have to be hair in it? When he shoots himself and there's the blood on the crossword.
Oh, I didn't notice hair.
Yeah.
I'm always too busy trying to look for what it says. So I don't notice that.
There's clumps of hair that there didn't need to be.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's nice.
Lovely. Well, I was just going to say how apt it is that the final thing is this crossword just spattered with blood because it's it's all been centered around this crossword and the crossword has so much blood on its hands, as it were.
Yeah. And you did foreshadow it earlier with the what's black and white and red all over thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's so clever.
Yeah.
Really clever.
They don't throw this together, you know?
They really don't. Not like we do with this podcast.
No. How you start on these, I don't know. The layers and where...
Yeah.
The number of balls you have to juggle in the air.
Yes. I guess that's what drafting and redrafting is all about.
Yeah.
Building it up.
There must be loads of bits where he just goes, this is great, and now we can do this.
Exactly.
This bit you could do here now, and you get really excited.
Absolutely.
The story starts to write itself.
Yeah.
Once you've laid enough groundwork.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
But like a cryptic, if a bit doesn't work and then you have to go and retrospectively fix it in a later draft, and then everything starts falling to bits because everything relies on everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, very tricky.
Interesting fact that I saw that the crossword that was in The Guardian, he dedicated to Kenny Island, which was sweet. For those that watch Benidorm, Kenny Island was an actor on there that Steve worked with, and apparently they used to do the cryptic together on set.
Oh.
And yeah, he died recently when they were filming it. So yeah, he dedicated the crossword to him.
Very sweet.
I think it's sweet.
Yeah.
Plays a swinger from Middlesbrough.
Lovely.
And he was a great character.
They are the best kind of swingers. The ones from Middlesbrough.
The ones from Middlesbrough, indeed.
Yeah.
And they often do crosswords in the show.
Oh, do they?
With the joke being that his wife just doesn't get any of them and gets them completely wrong. But yeah, so that was a nice little touch.
Oh. So, is it time to rate the episode?
Yeah, it is, I think. You go first.
I think I'm torn between two.
Okay.
Torn between a 7 and an 8.
Right.
It's very good. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I do just find it kind of exhausting towards the end to try and keep up with it, get your head around.
But I kind of like it for that in a way.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Just based purely on how much I enjoy it, I think I will say a 7, which is still obviously very good. Very good at 7 out of 9.
Yeah.
And it is a great one. I love the like I said, how cerebral it is and sort of wordy. It's a fun sort of thing that I enjoy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fair. Very fair. I was torn between a 7 and an 8. I think I'd gone into this before we started recording with, well, clearly it's a 9. And the more we talked about it, not to denigrate it, I do really enjoy it, but it is one of those almost Moffat type situations where the more you think about it, it sort of crumbles a bit, and you shouldn't pick at it. But that is unfair on it in that a lot of people won't pick at it too much.
No,
And
exactly.
it does stand up.
I mean, it's extremely clever.
It does work. It's just a little bit far-fetched. But if it wasn't far-fetched, it wouldn't be a story that anyone would want to watch. That's why we have drama.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go an 8.
8. Fair enough.
I'm very pleased with this one. It's a great episode.
Cool.
Now here's the point where we sit for 20 minutes while I work on this bloody clue.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I really wanted to be able to go, and I think it's this.
Okay. Director of photography, initially confused by actor's vocal production. What are your thoughts looking at it at the moment then?
Well, I'm presuming DOP is there.
Yes.
That's the initially director of photography.
Director of photography initially, DOP, yes.
Yeah. Confused will mean it's an anagram.
Yes.
I'm expecting. I don't know if it's a fully an anagram or it's just an anagram of DOP. I'm trying to work out what an actor's vocal production is.
Okay.
That's 4 letters.
Yes.
I was like, radio? This is too long. What's a 4-letter production? Was it just a play? But that's not really vocal. Or specifically vocal.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah?
Just to remember that in a cryptic clue, either the beginning or the end is the definition, and the rest of it's the wordplay. So
Director or a production.
And it's not always split up the way you think it would be.
Well, a vocal production.
Yes.
Please make me look good in the edit at this point.
No. It's going in absolutely unedited.
Oh, it might be a long one, guys.
Yeah.
Vocal production.
I'll be honest, it's not the best clue. I came up with it just before we recorded, but I just thought it'd be fun. You're on the right lines with the DOP.
Yeah. Oh. Podcast.
Explain.
Well, it's a vocal production is a podcast.
Yes.
Pod, anagram.
Of DOP, yeah.
DOP.
And another word for actors would be...
Oh, a cast, yeah.
There you go.
I'd not seen that bit. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I like it.
Podcast.
I sort of got it there on my own, sort of.
You did. Yes.
You didn't tell me any of the bits, you just...
No, exactly. Correct, Miss Luna. There we go.
Yeah, I'd got DOP and ADR written down and thought I was clever.
Ah, yes.
And then realised it was only 6 letters. Got upset again.
That was the moment when you went,
And yeah,
oh dear.
And then got sad again.
Oh, cool. But yeah, I'm a bit hooked at the moment now on these cryptic clues. They're quite fun.
You'll have to send me some daily and I'll work on it.
Yes.
Hone my skills.
I'd recommend following that Minute Cryptic person on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite entertaining because it's always good to pause it at the start of the video and see if you can work it out and then see what his explanation is.
Yeah. I think I have seen the guy actually.
Yeah. Then I also saw somebody doing a parody impression of him, which was also hilarious.
You know you've made it as a TikTok person when someone's doing TikToks about your thing as a parody.
Yes.
It's one thing when it's a celebrity doing parodies of, but when it's just some guy on TikTok.
Yeah. Just before we finish, I wanted to share another message that we've had.
Ooh.
This one comes from James on Instagram.
Hi, James.
Well, you don't know what he said yet. He might have said, "This is shit. Stop it immediately."
Please don't be mean, James.
No. He says, "Oh my goodness, I love the podcast. I've just listened to the first 2 episodes back to back. So good to hear people who enjoy the show as much as I do talk about it."
Aww.
And apparently, it made him rewatch the episodes.
Aww.
So that's nice.
Oh, thanks, James.
Thank you for that, James. Yeah, I'm amazed, really, that there are that many people who take this show so seriously and, know it so well.
Mm.
But I'm also not amazed because it's deserving of it.
Yeah. It does have a very loyal fan base.
Clearly.
It's a fan base that I don't think is as big as it should be for how good the series is.
No. Yes.
But it is a very loyal fan base.
Well, one at a time. You recruited me. So
it's a giant pyramid scheme. I just keep recruiting people one at a time. And then you can go on to recruit another person. Yeah. But we skipped all that and we've just gone straight to a podcast and hope that we'll do it by masses.
Well, exactly, yes. Yeah. It's a bit like being a vampire, isn't it? Once you've been bitten, you got infect other people. Cool. Well, on that note, I think it's time to close the door on number 9.
But you never really leave, do you?
Thanks for listening to The Ninth Degree. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Ninth Degree Pod, or email us at ninthdegreepod@gmail.com. You can also leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts.